And I'm Hunter. This is the Family Showdown!
Happy New Year! So, welcome back, peeps! It's great to see y'all again on the Happy New Year flip side. Yeah. So, we have a whole bunch of gamey greatness to go over today, man. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I'm excited. Where'd he go? And like that, poof, he's gone. It's amazing. I don't know what's going on. Ah, you're making me dizzy. What's happening? Ah. What just happened? Oh my goodness.
Alright, back. Alright, that's better.
Yay! We're back!
Alright!
So, what's going on?
So we have a...
What do we have?
You already did the Happy New Year.
I did.
Check. First things first. Why haven't you been doing your top 100?
Vacation! And we haven't been in town necessarily either. That kind of puts a damper on filming videos. There you go.
Yeah. So we thought it was a great idea to film this during the Thanksgiving, between Thanksgiving and Christmas and over Christmas.
Nope.
Yeah, it didn't work out so well.
Not for me.
Yeah, so it's just, she's too busy. I'm too busy. We're vacationing. We're out of town. Just all sorts of things. But...
it's coming back, baby.
It's coming back.
We're back.
So hopefully tonight we will record the next one, publish it tomorrow, and then get back on schedule.
See, look at that. You get like double whammy this week. It'll be exciting. So,
there is that. So hopefully we'll get back on schedule with that.
He's wearing that shirt for a purpose. To be determined later.
Alright. Alright, so, what has happened since we last seen each other?
Yeah, you guys have a lovely... how many of you stayed up late? Did you watch the fireworks wherever your respective location was? Fall asleep early? Play lots of board games?
Both girls for the first time made it to New Year's till 12 o'clock.
Is it the first time?
Yeah.
That we've had both of them in the... Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. So
the whole family made
cool.
it. I think Nessa fell asleep at 12:01 on the couch.
Close.
Yeah, so it was good. It was nice. Yeah, so... since we last seen each other, I guess it's been over 2 weeks now.
Yeah, who are you again?
2 weeks? It's been about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's been 2 weeks since our top 10, and then almost 3 weeks since the last chat. So yeah, so it's been a while. We've taken a break from everything. I haven't done board game breakfast.
Everything.
You did Talking Tower though, over on Dice Tower.
I did do one of those.
So,
yes.
But otherwise, we've been out of commission.
Otherwise, we've been getting incredible slackers. It's it. Yep. Nessa beat you up late, huh?
Yeah, so a couple things in the chat I'm seeing. Yes, this is for the Dice Tower cruise. That's a week and a half away. So it's...
Are you serious?
Saturday. We leave next Saturday. So this is for the cruise. I'm psyching myself up. I got to work a whole... How many days? 4... Like 8 days, and then I'm free again.
Oh my gosh. I have to do 8 days worth of work in 4 days. It'll be exciting.
8 crazy days.
Woo! Totally worth it. Worth it.
So since we last chatted, look at this page. I don't know if you can see it. It's all glary.
Ugh, no one
look
wants
at
to
all
see
those
that.
games.
What a mess.
We've played 29 different games since the last we met in last chat. I did 27 different games. Rebecca did 27 different games. 25 of them we did together. So it's 29 total games, I guess, that were played. So that's a lot of games. So we're going to run through this really quickly. But before we do that,
What? There's more?
we had a board game retreat. So this was an experimental thing that we tried out. So between Christmas and the New Year's holiday, we rented out a cabin / lodge / old 80s house in Oklahoma. Invited a bunch of our friends to come out, but unfortunately, since it was the holidays, only a smidgen of people were able to make it. But
that smidgen were awesome.
But we had an amazing time. We had 4 days and 3 nights of playing tons and tons of games. So we played lots and lots of games. Yeah. So I'm tired. So I'm gonna go straight to work tomorrow and be like faceplant. Luckily I can work from home, so I'll just kind of
prop himself up,
snooze, and try to work as best I can.
The cat will come in and poke you occasionally to wake you up.
So Happy New Year, as Rebecca said. But we're going to get down to business. So, the retreat. So, the retreat, like I said, it was a cabin up in Oklahoma. We invited a ton of people. How many was us there total at the end? Our family of 4 and 3 other people made it to the retreat. But hopefully next year we'll plan it at a more opportune time and have more people show up.
It was so much fun, though.
But it was a blast. It was awesome. We did lots of gaming, lots of eating.
Oh, my gosh.
Lots of outdoorsy stuff,
yes.
Lots of jokes and laughs and fun, and it was awesome. So
even managed to get some sleep. I don't know how.
So I created a little
it was good stuff.
Picture montage of the wackiness that occurred at the retreat. So
I can't wait to see. I haven't seen.
So give me
what
one moment.
Yet. I can't wait because we took some wacky
get this
pictures.
Set up.
Oh, this is glorious! I'm so stoked. I'm curious what pictures you included in this. I took pictures of the place, and like there was some interesting artwork on the walls, just random things like that. But it had a perfect game table. It was just this huge dining room table. It had all the leaves in it. It was super long, and it was just great to be out in the middle of nowhere. And as you can see, there was a lot to do there. We didn't even take advantage of it.
So here we go. We'll be back shortly.
Enjoy.
And I'm going to leave our volume up in case we want to comment. I don't know if we will or not.
The lady wants to comment.
But
with her squeaky toy. Give me that.
Here we go. So this is the place we stayed at. And here's the video.
That music's greatness.
So I found a rickety old rowboat. And I decided to test drive
He's
it.
making some speed now.
That's pretty good.
I can't believe he's actually maneuvering a boat across this insane lake.
You're lucky that didn't sink. It's like a Minecraft boat. You look sleepy there.
Well, it was like 2 in the morning.
You took a picture of that doll!
The creepy doll.
Look at him, he's running. He's excited.
They're big babies when they want to get fed. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. Nessa went out with me to go watch her feed the buffalo. Oh my gosh, selfie from the boat. Crazy. Lucky that didn't
This is
sink.
my second boat trip.
Oh my gosh, you took more than one. The creepy turkey thing haunts your dreams. Carl looking thoughtful. That's funny.
Well, there you have it, folks. I'll leave the creepy, weird music going until time runs out.
I like the what would this be? I don't know. I don't know what this would be. I can't. I'm without words.
All right.
No, it was seriously. We gamed and gamed some more, and then ate some more, and yep. The Rebecca retreat? What? Oh my goodness.
Let's see.
New troll lives in Oklahoma? What? Oh man, it's on now.
New troll, where does he say that?
It says right here, James says that new troll lives there.
Oh, okay. We were in Boswell, so it's just east of Durant and west of Yugo. If you're in Oklahoma, that's where we were. Boswell.
Oh my goodness. Now I have to get new troll to go.
It was an Airbnb place that we rented out for the thing. It was awesome. It was awesome. It was the place itself was kind of old and dusty and creepy, but
but awesome at the same time.
But it was awesome. It has 16 beds.
Yeah.
Most of them are bunk beds.
But whatever.
But there's 16 beds.
And they're in a loft, which the girls loved.
So it was a cool little place.
Yep.
We definitely do it again.
Yep.
Awesome. So there's a retreat.
And it had a great table.
What's that?
They said it had a great table.
Oh, the table was amazing. It sat, what, 12 people?
Yeah, it would have sat 12 people easily.
Yeah.
It was a monster table. It was perfect for gaming.
Perfect. We could actually set up one game on one end.
We did it.
And while someone's
learning rules,
we set up the next game on the other end.
It was pretty cool.
All right.
Tommy, there were not hit. Well, who knows? They had video cameras.
All right, so resolution update. Here we go. So this is a resolution / all the games we played. So I'm including games that are not on our resolution that we played.
Okay. We got this.
Like I said, I played 27 different games. Rebecca played 27 different games, but 2 games I played that she didn't play, and 2 games she played that I didn't play. So we're gonna start with the games that she played that I didn't play first, because I didn't rank those and I didn't put them in any kind of order. But first, resolution update. As you saw, we've played 85 different games out of 355 games. So our collection has been fluctuating. It went up to 358 from new game purchases, and we dropped 3 games off the list. We removed Apple to Apples.
Yeah, the stuff that's at my
Box
board
of
game
Rocks,
club
and
collection.
we decided to axe Dominion Intrigue off the list because we played Epic Dominion with everything. So we took that one off the list. So that dropped us from 358 down to 355. That's 23.7% of our games played.
Not bad.
93 days have passed
25.
in this year out of 365 days. We're giving ourselves to play our entire collection. That's 25.5%. So
we're pretty much right on track.
We're on pace, almost the pace. We should have 91 games played. We have 85 games played. So we're only 6 games behind the pace. And we've been playing the heavier games. So we could crank out a ton of small games and catch up easily.
Well,
but we haven't done that yet.
You're not doing anything later tonight.
Yeah, we are recording your top 100.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're playing all night. Woo!
So, without further to do.
Don't you do that. Oh my gosh.
Rebecca
is going to punch you.
We'll talk about the game that we don't own that you played first. And
what game was that? The Mazel Tov?
Mazel Tov.
It's not actually Mazel Tov. I call it that because I always forget the name.
There we go. There's your game.
Matainai.
Tell us about Matainai, the game I didn't play.
Well, Tommy and I played this game, and this is a game I really wanted to like, but we both kind of, determined it was meh. It was like a not fully realized game. It just didn't feel smooth. It was clunky, and at first we were like, well, did we shuffle this poorly? Because it was nearly impossible to get things out and get your engine cranking. It was really a slow burn. It seemed clunky and awkward. Other than that, the idea behind it was really good. And it's just a card game, and you've got a table, and you've got a craft table, and you've got helpers that help kind of multiply what you can create and this and that. And the idea behind it seemed really good, but the execution kind of fell flat, so it was disappointing. And that was the disappointment of Might and I. Yeah. That's what it really should be called. The disappointment of Might and I.
I was eating breakfast while they were eating. I glanced over and looked at it, and I went, wow, I would hate that game. And that's all I know about the game.
Yeah, we did finish the game, but we were like,
All right, so
that's where we were. Onward
to Paper Tales.
Yeah.
So you already played this game, but she played it again. I think she taught Tommy how to play it.
Yes. I love this game. It's another card game, and you know how I am about card games. I love card games. This one I can teach pretty well. I've gotten to know it pretty well because I've played it several times in the recent past. And I really like the way that you age your characters and get rid of them, and the different card combinations that you can have. My thing is we don't have the expansion, and I really, 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 really want it because like you pointed out, it's really, once you find those card combos, it's like, ooh, you can destroy somebody that hasn't played that game if you
really good combos
get those cards.
In the base game.
But, yeah, the card combinations are fantastic. I love that you have your characters and you line them up and you can build buildings that kind of help bump up your stats or give you resources to get other things, give you extra victory points. I absolutely love the way that everything works. So my goal now is to get the expansion with this and play it some more because absolutely this is a huge hit. If you haven't played it and you like card games at all, Paper Tales is pretty smooth. I really enjoy it. And I don't think it's that hard to teach. So that says something because I'm getting better though. I think I'm getting better teaching games since I have the board game group and have been teaching more games to people at conventions and stuff. But I think that says something too. If I'm able to teach it and play it smoothly, I'm like, yeah, it's a win. So very cool. Absolutely love Paper Tales. I would be happy to play it again. So
I would give it. It's alright.
Yeah,
it's alright.
And
alright, so there is Rebecca's 2 that she played that I did not play.
All right,
so now let's go to my 27 games I played. And I ranked them from 27 to number 1.
Sweet.
All right, we'll start off with number 27. This is a game that I don't own and I will never own because it's number 27 on this list. It is a wonderful card drafting game.
A wonderful card drafting?
Called Ion.
Oh, I liked that game. I enjoyed that game.
So I give this a big number 5, a ranking of 5 because this game is... Oh my gosh! Is it even a game?
Yes, it is. It's a cute little card game.
You know when people call games cute?
I like cute.
It's okay. It would be great, I guess, for a science class, maybe as a something to do.
Or people that like card games, that are a little nerdy.
So it's a card drafting game. You draft some cards, you build some compounds, and you get bonus points for making certain compounds. But it's super random, super crazy. It's
meh-licious. Is that David coined a term for you?
What's that?
Meh-licious.
It's not licious. It's just meh. This game isn't even mad. This is like ugh. I give this an ugh. Ugh.
We have a technical question. Is alright better or worse than meh?
It's a little bit above meh. It's meh plus.
Okay, so we have meh and we have
it's alright.
Don't encourage him.
So that's number 27, Ion, a compound building game.
It's cool. I liked it.
It's okay. It's okay. It'd be a good teaching element for science classes, I think, just to get people how to
get people teached. We need to find you an English game.
No, to naming compounds and junk like that. But for a board game, there's 100 drafting games.
I wish Dean wants to know if we're going to Hawaii.
Someday, I wish.
Oh man, I could live there.
So
there's not many.
Ion, good educational tool, bad board game.
What? Oh!
All right, my number 26.
Yes, Hunter Thomason doesn't like fun.
So it's
hashtag
number 26. Spoiler: it's another one of the games I don't own because it's number 26.
Oh, good lord! Wait a minute. Oh, for a second I thought it was that other game.
Wait, make this smaller. It's a bit big. You can't even see me. That is number 26. 13 Days.
I did not play this game.
The Cuban Missile Crisis. Oh. Wow. So, this was sold to me as a quicker, lighter version of Twilight Struggle. I'm about to say Twilight Imperium. Twilight Struggle. I've been hesitant to get Twilight Struggle because it doesn't look like my kind of game. Now that I've played 13 Days, if Twilight Struggle's anything like 13 Days, I wouldn't even want it as a gift. This game was bad. This game was bad. Because you get a random hand of cards, right? So you're either Russia or America, and you can get a bunch of America cards that are crappy for you. And you just have a sucky turn.
That's life, man. That's politics.
Well, I don't want life and politics in my board games. I want fun. And I had no fun playing this game.
Aww. Aww.
This one also gets a 5.
Wait. What? Ion gets the same rating as 13 Days?
Yes.
Something wrong with you.
Well, see, Ion's no fun. This is a bad game. There's
What?
a difference. No, let me back up.
Oh,
maybe maybe I'm being too mean about 13 days. I can see how some people would like this game because
Okay.
it's got a lot of historical junk in it. It's got the back and forth struggle of between U.S. and USSR, and you're trying not to get DEFCON too high and cause nuclear war, because if you cause nuclear war, the world ends. I could see there's interest there, but wow.
You're not a history person.
No, I'm not.
So there
I didn't
you
even
are.
read the cards.
There you go.
I didn't even see what the cards said.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Hunter hates theme.
I'm going to make that a
13 days.
t-shirt.
So,
Where's the unsubscribe button?
who said this?
Tommy.
Alright, that's number 26, 13 days. Number 25 is here's the thing about number 25.
I am shocked that it's higher than those two.
Yeah, that tells you how bad those games were.
I like Dion. What's wrong with you? Oh my gosh.
So what do you have to say about Ion? You want to say anything about it?
I thought it was fun and it was interesting, and I felt like I've never taken a chemistry class because I didn't have the math to do chemistry class in high school because I was horrible at math. So it was kind of cool to look at chemicals and stuff and say, hey, I actually recognize this stuff and know it, and I haven't taken the class. And I thought it was fun.
So my next game is another horrible game, but my family loves it, therefore it's higher up on the list than those two other games that I played. That game is called That's a Question.
I don't know what's wrong with you.
That's
Your daughter is going to cry bitter
question.
tears and smack you later.
That's a question.
That's a statement.
That's a question.
That's quite.
All right, so That's a Question is a kind of generic party game. It's one of those ask questions of people, and then you try to guess which answer they're going to guess. So that's just the whole gist of this game.
It's totally a family game.
The problem with this, and why it isn't rated higher, because the girls love it. It's a good family game. It's a good thing. Some of the questions and some of the answers are semi-adult oriented.
Yeah.
And wouldn't make any sense to a younger kid.
Yeah, I agree.
So this is like targeted towards
Younger.
a family and younger family.
But then
then like a percentage of the questions are like adult. I wouldn't say super adult oriented, but it talks about beer and people cheating on each other in their marriage and just stuff that little kids might not understand. So I kind of, as I draw those, I just throw those aside. I think if they would have went full blown family kid oriented with this game, it would be better in my opinion. But I do love it. The games, the girls love it. It's a fun little question because you can ask funny things to the different people in your family and they have to answer. And
yeah, because it's like, what would you miss most if it was gone? Tacos or the internet? You know, just like really crazy stuff like that.
So it's a good little family game, but they need to decide whether this is an adult game or a kid's game.
They do.
And
we should write over the cards. James made a point. He was like, throw the questions away. We would, but they're like trifold questions. It's got 3 answers on each, and there are different categories. So some of them will be good, and then there's the one thing that's bad. So it's like you can't really. And throw them out.
They're not bad. Like I said, they're not like risque. They're just like something that Nessa goes, what does this mean?
Yeah,
I mean, it's stuff like that. So it's okay. I mean, it's okay. I give it a 6. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's not all right. It's all right. Inflection.
Okay.
All right, my number 24. Where's my number 24?
Is blasphemy. Blasphemy.
This one also gets a 6 because. Let's hear you talk about it then, since you like it so much.
This is one of my favorite.
No, that's not number 24.
You lied to me then. What's your number? You had me stack these.
Oh, I didn't pull number 24 off the board. I didn't do number 24, so I didn't pull it.
Oh.
But number 24, because we played someone else's copy, so I didn't pull it for because in the someone else owns it section. My number 24 is Tides of Time.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
So Tides of Time is a kind of a almost micro card game where you have, I think, 15, 16,
yeah,
18,
it's not very many cards.
So many cards. And you're basically it's a
20,
drafting
for
game.
sure.
So you get a handful of cards, keep one, pass, and you play and play and play.
I like that
And
one.
then they fire off. They're like all combos off each other. You get a certain number of points. Then you keep one card. You throw one card away. You take 3 cards back, and you draft 5 more cards. And you do that 3 times, and you do a scoring after each round. It's a neat little drafting game with combos and super light and super not very many cards. It's like a if you're like passing time at a bar or just trying to like in line somewhere or something. It's a filler 2-player card game.
Yeah. I like it.
It's okay.
You are so not card gamer.
Yeah, I'm not a card gamer.
It's so weird because I'm like, this is perfect little light game. I like it.
So then you talk about it.
Well, I just like the different
you like
options.
it more than me?
I like the options and stuff of trying to find the combos. It reminds me in a different way, a little heavier way to like Love Letter. You're like, okay, I randomly got this combo. Well, how can I make this combo work? I like the micro game thing. I like the fact that there's few cards and you still have these different options and combos that you can do with it and play off of it and the bonuses. And for me, it's kind of like a psych you out kind of game because we usually, try to psych each other out on who's going to get what bonus and grab those bonus cards and stuff. So, yeah.
It's a lot of game. It is interesting that you have to hate draft so much in this game because
But all of those bonus cards are good,
if you give someone the wrong combination, they'll get a ton of points.
Yeah, so you do have to do a little hate drafting.
It's an okay little card game.
I like it.
Someone likes card games, they're going to like it. I'm just not a card game person.
So, yeah.
All right, so that's number 24. Number 23 is a game I do not own. I got to find it. It's another one of those quality games that...
No way! Wait a minute. You put this higher than...
Lower. Lower than.
You put it higher than that's a question.
Yeah.
Dude.
All right, so City Hall.
Oh, we're going to have words after this.
This is another one that I rated a 6.
Man.
The only reason this one's so high is because I like the bidding and auction mechanism in this game and how you bid for the different things. So in City Hall, you're basically building out a city in New York. You basically get the land and then you can build a building on top of the land, and it's all a action selection. So there's a series of different actions you can select. And you bid, basically, whoever the active player is, they'll pick one and say, I want to use this skill. And then everyone bids on it. Whoever gets the high bid gets to take that action. It's okay. I mean, I like how the action selection works. I like how the bidding works. But it's like you take... Okay, it's a horrible game, but still. You take the action piece out of the game... Take that action selection and bidding piece away and make another game around it, I would love it.
Tommy says he'll give it to you since you love it so much.
I don't love it so much. It's number 20.
You put it higher than
23.
Oh my goodness.
But the game itself that takes place on the board in the middle is horrible. It's like, why are we even doing this? So
why did we play that game?
So the action selection bidding piece gets a thumbs up. The actual what you're doing with those actions is garbage.
Do you know what I felt like while we were playing it? You know that scene in Star Wars, the first movie, when they're all in the Imperial Senate and we watched half the movie where they're passing a bill and it was boring as crap? That's how I felt playing that game. I was like, I'm going to pass a bill in the Galactic Senate.
City Hall, not a very good game.
Nope. Burr, Roger. Stay warm. Although I do miss the snow and stuff. I can't.
All right. Number 22.
Dean's been buying games. Let's see.
Number 22 is going to break Rebecca's heart because I gave this one a 6 as well. And that is...
Not everyone agrees with him, Brent. Trust me. What? He was asking why we brought so many meh games to the retreat, and I'm like,
I didn't bring those games. A person named Tommy brought those games. So ban words. Here we go. Ban words. So this is a fun little party game. My issue with it is
you have issues. That's why.
I think it's very fiddly. If you kind of sit back and go, wee, and let's have fun, and it's a party game, woo, it's okay. But it's very rules lawyering. Like, basically the way ban words works is you're given a series of words that the other team is going to have to try to give clues for. So you take those words and you write down all the words that you think they may use for clues for these words. Then you pass, then you swap between each other, then you start giving clues. And if you use any of the words the other team wrote down as banned words, you lose a point. But it's a whole, did they say that? Did they not say it? Is a variation of it? Did they say it without S? Oh, yes. Every single round we were arguing about how many points we were getting and not getting. Than when we played
you
it
are
last.
making crap up, man.
No, I am not. You weren't
Oh my
keeping
gosh.
score. I was. I'm like, did you? No, they said automobile instead of automobiles. Does that count or not count?
It's any form of the word. Just so
No,
people
it's
know the
actually not.
rules.
In the rules, it says you have to say the exact word that's said.
Okay, well, we didn't go over
And then
the
we
rules
also
well.
got the rule wrong about who. See, we're arguing about it right now. That's why it gets a 6.
Because you... No.
But you talked about this game because you...
Well, and when you explain the rules thoroughly and completely, this game is a blast, and no one argues about the rules. I've never had trouble with the rules. I like it better. I used to love Taboo back in the day and play that to death. And this is my Taboo killer. I absolutely adore this game. I think it's a fun game. It's a party game. It's a word game. I'm not playing it with you anymore, apparently. And,
Did you know I had a bad time?
I do now. And I had a wonderful time with it. And no, I love silly word games like this. And it's one of those things that anybody can play. And it's great when you have groups of people that you know, that you can maybe try to say a sneaky clue in, like sneak those clues in that they're like, oh, I didn't even think about that because they don't know like a side story or something. I think it's pretty fun. So,
when it runs smoothly, it's a okay game.
case in point. I'm gonna leave it.
It
at
is funny
that. But no,
though.
this
It is
awesome
funny
party
though
game.
when someone
Awesome party
it's like when we did what was it, the clue you knew I was gonna say DNA or something for Jurassic Park. It's some clue.
Totally liquid.
Totally.
Oh no, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember.
They said that cover though. Yeah, I agree. It looks like some like adult oriented.
This is what.
horrible
Yeah.
party game.
I wish they had put a different cover on that because we hesitated. We
Because
never
it looks like
thought
they're
about buying
putting
it.
actually bleeping words out and stuff. So.
Yeah, someone on Dice Tower or something said something
Tom
about
said
it.
that it looks like an adult game.
Yeah.
He wasn't even going to review it because he thought it was another one of those
stupid adult
stupid
games that
adult
are like,
games.
oh, you know.
But it did get the Dice Tower Seal of Excellence. Right?
Yeah, because we put it on there. I put that sticker on there. I peeled it off of something else. It gets my Dice Tower seal.
Maybe
of
it
excellence.
didn't get the Dice Tower Seal of Excellence.
It should though. Gosh darn it.
All right, my number 21. Are we still in?
That game is
Are we
greatness.
still in the 6s? We are. No, we're still in the 6s. And the next one is Code Names.
I cannot believe you scored this higher than banned words.
Hey, here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Let's talk about this.
Yeah, let's talk.
We played this at the retreat.
We did several
And everyone
times.
was laughing and joking and having fun and high-fiving. And I love this game because...
Not everyone, but okay. Anyway, go ahead.
I
Continue.
was. So anyway, Code Names. What I like about Code Names, the only reason I think it gets as high, it's not that high of a rating, but the higher up on the list is I like pushing myself. Like I'll look at the board and I'll go, okay, there's 2 obvious ones I can give a clue for. Let's push it to 3 or 4. I did a 5 this last time. I just love trying to find that. It's like a logic puzzle of what 3 or 4 or 5 words can I somehow mush together and give a clue and get all of them at the same time. It tears my heart out to give like even a 2-word clue. I don't even like doing those. So.
I love receiving the clues, but I have discovered quite a while ago that my brain is wired differently than most people. So how I make connections with things is completely different than most people.
No, you're not gonna like this game.
When I go to do this, no one gets what I'm going for. So I hate this game if I am the clue giver. If I'm receiving clues, I do great. I can make the connections because I read people and I can read clues great. But making clues, for some reason, the way my brain is wired, it does not work because I think about stuff. For some reason, I guess that I would love to know how that helps me with languages. I'm kind of curious about that now, but it does not.
Yeah,
work
you
with
don't
stuff
like giving
this.
clues at all.
For some reason, I cannot do it with this game.
But my personal opinion
weird.
is that when you play this, you should ask who wants to give clues, and if they don't want to, don't have them give clues.
Yeah, and I'll play it anytime with people if I'm not giving clues.
Take it away.
And pictures,
Pictures was okay. I didn't like it as much.
Pictures, I was disappointed because the pictures are trippy. I was expecting them to be normal pictures. I like Codenames Disney the best. That's my favorite because it's got Disney pictures, and you can do so many things with those.
Right. Because there's connection between the movies and what movies you've seen and not.
Oh
seen.
yeah, and there's stuff in the pictures that you can do, and they're normal, if that makes any
Codenames
sense.
pictures look like some kind of clip art from the 80s.
That they like discarded from Dixit. You know what? They're like cast-offs from Dixit.
Yeah,
they
they're
it was weird.
They're like one. They're
They were
like stick figures.
Yeah, and they were really weird. It's just I don't know.
All right, so onward we go. To Gingerbread House.
Ah, yay! I like this game.
So we moved into the
realm
realm of the seven. So I actually enjoyed this game. This one is a light little tile placement game.
Don't fall over. Hope you were sitting down.
What? It's okay. It's alright.
I love this little game.
It's a cute little tile placement game. I like the stacking aspect. So you're drafting tiles and you're stacking them on top of each other and building little floors. And it's just a cute little tile drafting tile placement game. It's just a cool little game. Light little family game. I mean, this is it says 8+ on the box, and it probably can go a little bit lower than that. Takes about half an hour to play. It's just a super cool little family game, and it's a Lookout Games, which they make great games. So
yeah, this is
it's Field Walker Harding, the ever famous Field Walker Harding game.
Made another winner in my book.
So it's a cute little family game. So what do you got to say about it, since you like this one more than I do?
I love it. I like the art. I like the concept. I think it's adorable, and I can't wait to teach the girls this one. I think they're going to enjoy it. And it's another one of those, this kind of little visual puzzly game with the tile laying, and I love tile laying anyway. And the theme's cute. I mean, you don't see themes like this very often. I know.
The theme of eating
bad children. Hey, you know what? Behave yourself. That's all I got to say. You don't have a problem then, do you?
It's not bad children. It's trolls and...
No, you're eating bad children. They come and chew on your house. Have you not listened to fairy tales?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Anyway. But yes, I think it's a stern warning to those that are misbehaving in the world.
It doesn't say you eat them. It says...
No, it just leaves it there.
She said, came up with an idea to get rid of them. Once and for all.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, onward. We're going to be here all night. Number 19.
Yeah, we have to put Tommy
Number
in
19 is a disappointment. I wanted to like this game, but man. I gave it a 7. It's still a pretty good game, but this is Dinosaur, not Dinosaur. Dinosaur Island. This is the two-player version of Dinosaur Island.
If we had played this first, it would have been great. But
yeah, I agree.
As soon as we had played the Dinosaur Island, the big beast in all its glory, and then come to this, it's like you just want to go and play Dinosaur Island.
Yep. This reminds me of Cave vs. Cave. All I think the whole time we're playing Cave vs. Cave is I want to play Caverna instead. This one, when I was playing this, I'm like, where are my dinosaur meeples? Where's my little pins
there weren't even
and
hooligans.
things? There was no hooligans, no nothing.
What's a game without hooligans?
It's a very toned down, shortened. It takes about half an hour to an hour to play. I think ours probably took somewhere in the middle of that.
Yeah.
And it's just a streamlined, easy version of Dinosaur Island, but it makes me just, I just was thinking the whole time, I want to just play Dinosaur Island and quit this game.
I did like the scales, like the sliding scales for keeping track of the resources and the way you could do things to get the resources and convert them. I thought that was pretty smooth. But yeah, I mean, they use the same dice, which is cool, but oh man, it just... You
don't put dinosaurs in pens. You don't. I mean, it has the security thing of keeping your security up so the dinosaurs don't get out.
Yeah, I did a lot of the same
You're still drafting the dinosaurs. You're drafting the dice. You're building buildings for your park. But there's no hooligans. There's no dinosaur meeples. You have to basically build your pens and put your dinosaurs in pens. There's none of that.
It's just
a light, streamlined version of Dinosaur Island for 2 players, which is what the intention is. But I would rather play the real game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess they succeeded.
Yeah.
But it's just the other game is so much better. And yes, Zachy, I agree. It was not totally liquid. It was totally solid. I like that.
All right, onward.
I like that a lot.
My number 18 is, I don't know, whatever you hand me. Wait, hold on, let me check. Maybe it might be one of the other games. Number 18 is Azul.
Yay!
So this one got a 7 as well. This is the new version of Azul, the stained glass of Sintra. I can't roll my R's.
Sintra.
There you go. Anyway, Sintra. I like this version better than Azul, but only barely.
What?
Only barely.
Blasphemy. Okay.
It's the opposite side of the same coin. It's very, the whole mechanism of taking the tiles, drafting the tiles, breaking tiles, that all stays the same. It's just how you're placing them is a little bit different. They make it seem like it's this big, different game, and it's very much gamier, and it's much more thinky and challenging. No, it's pretty much the same game, just tricked up.
What? Yes. That's the
Yeah, but
point.
everyone makes this out to be like a big thinky gamer game, and it's just a hair step up from Azul. It's not like it's not like your brain is burning and thinking, oh man, what am I gonna do?
No, but
it's not like that at all.
Okay.
Everyone's selling it as the gamer's version of Azul, and it's not the gamer's version.
Yeah,
of
it
Azul.
is. It's got a little more meat to it than.
You got this much more meat to it. You got
Oh
the one
my
little
gosh.
dude you're moving around, picking where you're gonna put your pieces. That's the only difference. Don't listen to him.
What a hater.
This is if you like Azul, or you love Azul, however you feel about Azul, you're gonna feel the same way about this game. This is not gonna change your mind on Azul. If you hate Azul, you're gonna hate this game. If you love Azul, you're gonna love this game. It's not gonna change your mind. It's not gonna sway you one way or another. I would rate Azul, if I was actually using decimals, Azul would be a 7. This would be a 7.01. I mean, it's just like this much better than Azul. In my opinion.
Interesting.
But it's a great game. I mean, like I said, if you like Azul, you're going to like this. So.
Yeah, Manadu, if you like card games and you wanted a lighter version of Dinosaur Island, then yes, the Dinosaur Island is perfect, and I think you'll really like it, because it has the dice, it has the same basic heart of the game in there, and if you're wanting the cards and stuff, yeah, I think you will like that a lot because of that. And
I think this one's prettier and more interesting. But again, it's the same. It's a heart. It's the same game. You're doing the same sort of stuff. Slightly different scoring, slightly different mechanism on how you place the tiles, but the drafting of the tiles, how the tiles work, it's all the same thing.
Yes, and both Dinosaur Island and Azul take place in Portugal.
Is that what they're saying?
Yes. Zachy was asking. They're asking the deep questions tonight.
Oh, I'm not grumpy hunger. Let me tell you. Let me pause right here. We're on number 18. This is 18. There's 17 better games coming. That's a lot of games, and there's some. I'll spoil my list just because you think I'm grumpy right now. There is 3 games I rate a 10 coming up. So hold on to your hats.
What?
Number 17. Number 17 is
it this one? This one?
Yes. Good Critter. So I like this game. This game's fun.
Right, Manadu?
I rank this a 7 as well. A little bit better than the Azul game. This is a it's not really. It's kind of a deduction game. Basically, you're a group of mobsters. You're what are they called?
Anthropomorphic?
That type of mobsters. A bunch of animals. Human animals. Humans with animal heads. Mobsters. And you are back at your hideout after you did a big raid, and you're going to have to split up the loot. So one person is the mob leader. He basically takes all the loot and divides it up how he wants among all the people around the table. And then everyone gets to vote on whether they agree to the split or not. And then there's other things that you basically do a hidden action selection, so you can vote yes for the loot split, you can vote no for the loot split. You can rob someone, you could guard against being robbed, you could skim off the top of the thing. All sorts of crazy wackiness goes on. So basically everyone does their thing, and if the votes are yes, the loot gets split. And if it votes no, then the loot doesn't get split, and the next person's the boss. And it just goes around the table. You go round, splitting loot over and over and over and over again until all the loot's gone. Cops show up, everybody runs out, and however much money you have, you win. So there you go. I just taught you how to play the game.
It's hilarious.
Basically. But this is a fun little party game. It's got a lot of take-that-ish type stuff, so if that's not your thing, then this is not the game for you. But it's a fun little, goofy little party game. The game takes like half an hour to play.
Yeah, it was awesome. Katie played it with us too, and she loved it. And yeah, this was a hit with everybody, I think.
Yeah, so
It's
the
like
thing about
crazy, silly
this,
game.
someone mentioned Cash and Guns. It has the feel of Cash and Guns, but you don't have that problem of everyone going, I shoot you. And you have like 5
Every
guns
time.
pointed at you, and you're like, okay, I'm out of the round. And that can happen every single round. But in this game, if everyone points their gun at you, robs you,
You can
play a guard card, and everyone that robbed you, you steal from them. So it's a risk. If someone robs you and you guard against it, then you get money. So then it's a whole thing of, okay, is he going to rob me or not rob me? Because they put their figure in front of whoever you might rob. And it's this whole psychological, okay, if he plays a rob and I play a guard, then maybe he won't rob me because he thinks I'm going to play a guard. So maybe I won't play a guard. And it's crazy.
So meta, man. So meta.
So this is a reprint of Tief Taschen. That's all I got to say about that.
All right, Forrest Gump. All right, so next up.
Next up,
Hunter.
what am I on? 16? No. Yeah, 16. King of Tokyo.
Woo woo.
Number 16, King of Tokyo.
Always a hit.
So I love this game. It's a fun little game. I'm just getting to the point where I'm burned out on it. But it's still my go-to grab a game to teach people that aren't really gamers. My sister, who's never played anything other than
Has she played Monopoly?
Candyland, maybe.
That's so true.
She might have played Candyland. Played this game and had fun.
Yes.
Even though I did talk her into getting herself killed, so it was fun.
That was fun.
It was hilarious.
You totally conned your sister. That was amazing.
But yeah, I taught my sister, who's never played any kind of board game, let alone
she
modern
does
board
not
games.
know. No.
She played this game, had a good time. She was laughing and joking. So this is just a solid gateway game. But for me, it's slowly creeping down my list because I've probably got 30, 40 plays of this, maybe more, and it's just getting old to me. I mean, it's getting old. So
Who's your favorite character in King of Tokyo?
my favorite character is Mecha Dragon. I like Mecha Dragon.
Very cool.
It's on the side right here. Mecha Dragon. Mecha Dragon. Alright, King of Tokyo. Feel free to jump in because I'm flying through these.
I know we are going crazy on time.
Alright, number 15. Number 15.
Cookie.
We're jumping into the 8s. The craze. The hype is real. It is Keyforge. Keyforge.
I got Hunter got
Alright,
me.
it's all her because she
Hunter
loves
got
this
me
game.
6 different decks for Christmas.
Hype is real.
And so I got to read you the names because they're magnificent. So I have VQ Razzledine of the Excessive Pylon. Let's see. I have Dean S. Delta Gen.
Hey, Dean.
Yeah, Dean, you're on here.
You have a
and it
Dean
sounds
deck.
it sounds just like somebody's name. It's hilarious. Okay, so there's that. And then I've got Junkvoy Street Wretch, which that's fantastic. Fantastic name. Let's see here. And then I have Sly Depth of the Conductor's Prison. Fantastic name.
Oh, it's Prism. Is it Prism or Prison?
Prison.
Prison? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's prison. I just think of all those poor, like, orchestra students in some kind of captivity.
And there are 2 favorites.
And our 2 favorites. Allegedly inspired Hunter. It's like, you can't plan this stuff, man.
Let me see one of the other one.
Oh, the other one? Okay. And then the other one that we're like, this one's kind of naughty. It's called The Girl Who Allegedly Allows the Prince.
Oh, wait, no light back
Yes,
here.
the girl who allegedly allows the
light
prince.
that far back.
Oh, you can't put it up there?
No,
oh,
I
so
can lean
sad.
forward. Let's see.
Yeah, it's too dark. Hunter's like trying to show you. Cannon Face Spawn of Tentertrip. That's greatness.
Allegedly inspired Hunter is really cool.
Yeah.
The girl who allegedly allows the prince.
That was an okay deck. It was an okay deck. It wasn't too bad.
Cannon Force Spawned of Tinder Trip.
I love it.
I like it.
The names are fantastic. Oh my gosh.
So it's a fun little card game. It's got it feels similar to Magic the Gathering, but it's very different in the fact that you're not.
Sorry, Dean says he has a deck. The woman who always hoots at 8s.
That's pretty good.
That's magnificent.
So anyway, it feels very much like Magic the Gathering, but it's different in the fact that you're not actually attacking the other person, trying to kill them. That's not the point. The point is to collect enough of these little crystals, this amber crystals, to unlock 3 keys. So it's really, it's not the whole, I'm trying to bash you and kill you like it is in Magic. It's more, I'm trying to do my own thing and you're messing me up.
Yeah.
It's kind of how it is.
Which I love that. And I love the fact that you're buying these cards and the decks are ready to go. You're not trading out cards. The deck is the deck. So you don't have all this CCG card collecting, going expensive, broke, trying to get a workable deck. It's ready to roll as is. And we've now got 6 different decks that we can combo up and play and do stupid things with. And oh my gosh, it's magnificent. Pink Grip, Queen of the Hounds. Man, you guys, see, this is, when Keyforge came out, I spent, I don't know how many hours just cruising Twitter looking at all the stupid names everybody has for decks. It's wonderful.
I was pleasantly surprised how much I enjoyed this game. I think I like the fact that it's not the game. The game is that boom, 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 boom. I killed you, ha ha ha. I win. That Magic seems to feel like sometimes.
Yeah.
They get this cool combo of cards they bought, and boom, I just did 15 points of damage in one round to you, ha ha ha. It just doesn't. It feels like I'm over here building my little engine, and you're jacking with it. You're messing with my cards, but otherwise, I'm kind of in my own little world over here doing that. Yeah. And you were like making like a bazillion monsters.
I did. I had like 12.
I had a couple of monsters that were just mining. I'd mine a couple times, she'd kill them all, and then I'd put out a couple of mines, and they'd mine, and they'd kill them all. It's funny.
That's a great game.
But that's the thing about it. She got at one point you had like 10 monsters out, but I wasn't doomed because you weren't trying to. You can't just send them over and kill me, right?
No, because it's all about using one of your powers. Those 3 different powers or whatever that are. What was the name for? Factions, I guess. You have on the bottom of the deck name is you have to activate one of those. So you can only use stuff that are active have that faction on the card. So it was fantastic. I absolutely love it to death.
It's a good one. I like it.
Random side question. Somebody was asking about us making a family showdown micro badge for BGG. I like that idea.
I'll make a note.
I like that idea. It's got to be a duck, of course.
But how many people would get the duck thing?
Well, you have it so it pops up with the word Family Showdown or whatever like you do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll write that down.
Yeah. I like that idea.
I've also beat around trying to start a guild, but I just know how active it would be. But anyway.
Yeah. Ooh, Dean has another one. The Barely Fizzy Preacher of Holmes Grasp.
These names are so
Dean,
funny.
you got some golden ones, man. This is greatness.
All right, onward to 14, and we're never going to finish.
People are saying they'd be all over that, the micro badge thing.
Okay.
Cool. Well,
I'll look into it.
We'll keep you posted. That sounds like fun.
All right. What's 14? 14. 14. 14 is a game I do not own. Tommy actually brought a good game.
Poor Tommy.
Poor
We give him so much
Tommy.
grief. It does sound like a Terry Pratchett book. I agree.
That game is Secret Hitler.
Oh, we don't have that. Yeah. Oh.
So my number 8 is not number 8. Number 14, I rated an 8, is Secret Hitler. I really enjoy this game for whatever reason. I'm never the bad guy in this game, and it drives me insane.
I know.
I've never been Hitler. I was the bad guy one time, and it came back down to the last draw of the cards, whether we win or lose. Other than that, I've always been a generic good guy.
You poor thing.
So sad. I unlike most people, I assume most people, I love being the traitor in games. It is like my favorite thing. When I'm playing a social deduction game where there's a traitor, and I flip up that card, and it says, you're a regular guy, I'm like, whoa.
We always know when Hunter's going to be okay because he gets sad.
But if I'm the traitor, it's like, if it's a traitor, I go, oh. But in my head, I'm going, yes!
Zachy wants to quote you on the "I've never been Hitler."
You can quote me on that. I've never been Hitler.
We're glad.
Secret Hitler, if you don't know, is a social deduction game with hidden roles where you're basically one side's the liberals, one side's the fascists, and Hitler's the leader of the fascist group. And you're basically trying to pass agendas, either good liberal agendas or fascist agendas. Whoever passes the most of their agendas gets a certain number of agendas, wins the game. Or if Hitler ever becomes chancellor, after a certain point in the game ends immediately. So it's from what I've seen, and we've always played it at the lower player counts, like 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, whatever the low end of the player count is. The bad guys have a hard time winning this game, like a crazy hard time winning this game. But I almost won when that one time I was a bad guy. It's close. I had a 33% chance of winning just on a random draw at the end. 1 in 3 on the last draw. All right, onward we go. Bye-bye, Seatler Hitler. You're a fun little game.
We played it more than one
Played
time.
it 4 times.
Yeah, because we were like, yeah, let's play
Because I wanted to be
again.
the bad guy. It took 4 times. On the 4th time, I was the bad guy. A bad guy, but I wasn't Hitler. I'm still not Hitler. All right. 13. Where's 13?
I don't know.
13.
This?
Yep. My number 13 is a fun little party game called Wits and Wagers. Love Wits and Wagers. This is my nephew's favorite game in the whole world. So he came by during Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Christmas Day, right?
Yep.
Christmas Day, and we played this. Had a blast as always. We played the Las Vegas version. I highly recommend if you like Wits and Wagers, get a hold of the Las Vegas version because it tricks it up and makes it even more interesting. Just a fun game. It's a trivia game, one of those trivia games where you don't need to know the answer. You just have to know who you think around the table knows the answer, or you can just look at the answers and kind of look at the ranges. So basically, it's a trivia game, gambling game. So basically, you're going to have you ask the question, everyone answers the question. They write the answer down, they put it out, and you put them out from highest to lowest. You're going to bet on which one you think is right, and you get a certain number of coins if you get it right, and you do that 7 times. There you go. Great trivia game. If you like trivia games, and it's a great trivia party game. It's not those kind of trivia games where you're like you ask a question, you either know it or you don't, and if you don't know it, you're out of luck. And it's just a fun party atmosphere. Love it. Wits and Wagers.
Always a good hit. Always a good hit. Billy posted his best Keyforge deck is Boisterous Hurricane of the Metropolis.
I like that.
I like
one.
that. It sounds like it's gonna tear something up. I like it.
All right.
Oh, goodness.
Onward to 12. Number 12, Architects of the West. Not Western, the West Kingdom. Architects of the West Kingdom.
Because if it was Western, we'd be, yeah, we got cowboys up in here.
I like this game. This is a great little worker placement game. It's kind of the next in the line of the Raiders. So now they're going to do a series of West Kingdom games. So we have Architects, and I think Paladins is either come out or about to come out. So they're going to do a trilogy, supposedly, of these games as well. This is another worker placement game. It has a unique, I want to say it's unique, mechanism of when you... Well, this isn't the unique piece. Basically, you're putting workers down, and as you put more workers on the same spot, that spot becomes more and more powerful, which other games have done that. But what's got a cool mechanism is someone can go to a certain spot and capture your workers.
That's so obnoxious,
and
too.
take them back to
So
their board.
obnoxious.
And then they can later put those workers in prison for money. So basically, it's a way to reset your workers. Is if you get the spot too powerful, it encourages people to go to the spot where you get captured to pull those workers off the board, so that you have to basically start over at that spot if you want to build it up again. So there's that, but there's a mechanism in the game where you can, when they're captured, you can go to a spot and take them away from people before they can send them to prison. So, but it costs you some money to do that. So it's just a really but this is all wrapped around worker placement, generic, I wouldn't say generic, but worker placement where you're gathering resources, you use those resources to build buildings and do things. And most victory points wins. But I like that mechanism of combination of you putting workers on a spot, and that spot becomes more powerful with people going and capturing those workers and basically resetting that spot, which is really, really cool. I like that. That's why that alone is the reason why it's ranked so high. It's an 8 and it's borderlining on a 9. I do whole numbers. I don't do these halves and junk like that. So it's close to a 9. But I really like that mechanism. It's really cool. I don't think I've seen that in any other game. A combination of building up a spot and then people resetting the spot. So,
really yes,
cool
you do have all your workers from the start.
You have a big pile of workers,
David. Yeah, you start out with all your workers.
I think
you
you
don't
have
have to
20.
get more.
It's
an insane number. But you have to spend some of them to do a certain task as well, where they're completely done. They're like stuck on the board. So after a while, your pool sort of diminishes. Plus, then it becomes more and more powerful when someone steals and kidnaps your guys and ransoms them or whatever, because then you've got that many less to play with. So it's very interesting how the balance changes.
Yeah,
with
towards the
have.
end of the game, you have a few workers you're trying to work with because you want to keep a spot powerful, but if you leave too many workers there, then you'll have a couple to work with to do other things. And it's a really well balanced game.
I liked it. It was pretty interesting. I think you liked it more than I did, though.
He said I rated the game 7. I explained that if I did decimals, it would be 7.01, but I don't do decimals, so.
You got him.
All right, onward. Where are we? Number 11. The newest. One of the newest, not the newest. one of the new Steffenfeld games. Carpe Diem. Okay, let me say a few things about Carpe Diem. So
You better be careful.
this
I'll take you out.
This is one of the 2 new Steffenfeld games this year, and in my opinion, he built this one first, and his other one, which we'll talk about, spoiler, we're going to talk about in a little bit. He made a more robust game out of this game. Mm-hmm. I think if I hadn't played the other game and only played this one, it would actually be rated higher. But
I can see that.
I like what he took. You can tell he took a piece of this game and built a bigger and more robust game out of this game.
True.
They're very different games. I mean, they're very different, but they have the same feel.
Mm-hmm.
And if I ever was going to decide between the 2, I would pick the other one over this one. That's the only. This one's kind of getting punitated by his second game.
Why with the words and the Oh,
this is kind of getting slightly punitated because of the other game. I think if he would have spread these games out a little further, it wouldn't be noticeable that because they're both tile play. Both the games are drafting tiles and putting tiles into your kingdom, into your area. One's you're building a village, the other one you're building a what are they called? Colonia.
Yeah.
Colonia. So basically, you're building an area. You're filling an area with tiles, and how you build those tiles strategically matters. One of them has a very simple mechanism for the tile drafting. The other game has a more complicated, a more robust mechanism for drafting the tiles. So this is a great game. It's a lighter version of the game. This one is, I would almost say, an introductory Steffenfeld game. This is probably the same weight as like Castles, maybe lighter than Castles, probably somewhere between Castles and La Isla.
So.
It's probably one of his lighter games, and it's a solid game in of itself. But it makes me want to play the other game that we'll talk about in a minute. But great game.
It is. It's cool. I like it. I like it.
So you like the other one better as well?
I do.
Okay.
But that one is solid.
All right.
Absolutely love it.
Onward to number 10. Number 10. One of my favorites. It's always going to be one of my favorites. I love me some Sheriff of Nottingham. This is an awesome, awesome game. This is it's like a bluffing party game. You can
Yes, and I think this is probably Caitlin's favorite game. And that's we like to play it in group stuff, and we play the tar out of this when we can. And we played this with everybody at the retreat, and it went over very well. It was pretty awesome. So, major hit. And that is Sheriff.
I love Sheriff. Sheriff's just a really solid, fun little party game. It's easy to teach. It's fun to play.
Yes, we have the expansion.
If you do not like lying, this is not your game.
Well, it's truly a bluffing game, so of course that's not going to be on your radar, I hope, if that's the case. But yes, this is all about bluffing. Or you can be truthful, but especially with the expansion, it is not encouraged at all. If you play a straight game, I think with the expansion, I don't know that you could win with the expansion.
Everyone always says that
it's viable, but
if you're truthful the whole time, you're going to win this game, and I strongly disagree with that, because after a while, people are going to realize you're always telling the truth, and they'll just ignore you and not ever open your bag, and you're going to get generic goods the whole time.
Yeah, and
you're not going to win this game.
Especially with the goods that they throw in with that expansion. They're so high in points and things that I don't think it's viable if you play with that. I really don't. And,
but I love Be Some Sheriff.
Yeah, it's super fun. It was a hit. It was a good hit. And of
this
course,
one is a 9. It's one of my favorites.
Wow, that high? Really?
Yeah, it's always been a 9.
That's true. We always ham it up. Everyone's like, oh, good, we usually play whatever goofy characters we have on the cards, and it was pretty awesome. Sandra did a good nun. It was pretty funny. For the children, every time,
and she was stealing us. She was contraband. She did contraband every single time. And we kept thinking, she's not going to do it again, right? And she did it again. She did contraband every turn.
It was pretty glorious.
It was hilarious. All right, my number 9. Let's continue on with the 9s. It's a number 9 that's a 9. And that is a game I do not own.
Zaki. Oh, my gosh.
This is the best game
you don't own?
that was brought to the retreat that was not mine.
That's pretty cool.
Where is it? Not that one.
Where is it?
Where is it? Did I not take a picture? Do a picture of it?
Did you not take a picture? Shame on you, IT guy.
Where did I put it?
I don't know.
Oh wait, I think it's going up this way. Let's go this way.
Oh man, I can't stand the suspense. I can't stand
Well,
it.
I don't have a picture. I guess I thought I did a picture. Here, what? We'll do one.
City
real quick.
Hall? Clearly it was City Hall.
Yeah. Hold
I
on.
know it was.
Talk-
Well, meanwhile, I'm going to read some of these because this is great. Zachy says, if you say punitated 3 times while looking in the mirror, Hunter will appear behind you with a game that you don't like as much as you used to.
Does it cause you not to like the game as much, or did you already not like the game as much?
I don't know.
All right, here it is.
Tell us the secret.
My number 9 is Mombasa.
Oh, that was good.
I
That
like
was a good
Mombasa.
game. Good game.
It's a really fun one. So this is an economic game with
was good.
it's got an interesting mechanism where you're going out onto a map and you're putting like little trading posts or something on the map, and you get benefits from putting those. And basically, the more of those you have out there, the more valuable your stock becomes in that company. And then you go, each stock has tracks you're going up. So it's an economic game. I love economic games. I especially like economic games where there's a board involved, where you're manipulating stuff on a board and doing weird things to help your economy. It's just a solid economic. I'm trying to think of what I would call it. Card action selection with cards,
Okay.
I guess. Maybe.
Did you forget about another game?
I did forget about the other game.
Oh, where
I
would you
didn't
put
log it.
Where would you put it?
Oh my gosh.
Where would you put it?
I have to do a 0.5, so I forgot about this guy.
Oh.
All right, we'll come back to that one. Since I didn't play it, and I don't know if I took a picture of it. I don't think I took a picture of it. Anyway, we'll get back to that one.
Were you beat at Stockpile at the retreat? I had a random question.
No, Stockpile was not brought to the retreat, but it still stands anytime you want to play me at Stockpile.
Please, someone annihilate him.
I'll take you on. So Mombasa, love it. Great economic game. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so let's go back to the one I missed. Because,
I love you guys so much. Zachy says, oh, by the way, Mombasa is a city in Kenya, Hunter. Kenya is a country in Africa. Africa is a continent. He's helping you with your geography, remember? I like running gags.
so, the one I missed,
You guys are
and
so random.
one I completely
So
missed,
random. Okay,
was
tell us-
Agra. So I missed Agra. Agra, I would put. Let's backtrack. See where I would put Agra.
Because that was heavy, right?
It was heavy, but it was fiddly.
But it was mostly because you guys were just 2-player in it, right? Was that part of it?
I would put it. I'd put it at 12.5. Just below Architects and just above Wits and Wagers.
Wow.
Where I'd put Agra.
Wow.
So I really wanted to like Agra, and I think I actually would move up my rankings if I played it with more players. But with 2 players, it has this mechanism of you create these basic goods, and then you upgrade the goods into a more advanced good, and you do that several times until you get to like specialty goods on the far side. And it takes an action to push those goods along.
Oh.
But if someone else comes along and upgrades that same good, you can kind of piggyback off their upgrade. And with only 2 players, there was almost no piggybacking happening, so we were having to manually push those goods. And several points during the game, we were just devoid of any goods on the board, and we had to basically start over and make some basic goods and start pushing them again. And there was a lot of upgrading goods that the game just kind of stalled out at certain points. But I like the overall game. I like how the fulfilling of contracts and the different things going on in the game. It just, with 2 players, it stalled several times. It was like, oh my gosh, it's going to take me like
Too long
5
and stuff.
actions to get this thing, to get this good back up to the top level
Darn.
again. And
It looked cool. It looked neat.
it's a beautiful game, an amazing game, but
Yeah.
it's okay. I mean, I want to try it with more players at some point. All right, so back to number 8. Number 8. Where's number 8? What do you have for number 8?
I'm thinking.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
My number 8. Let's get rid of Mombasa. Bye-bye, Mombasa. My number 8's Terraforming Mars. So I'm not going to talk too much about Terraforming Mars because we've talked about it
A lot.
many times on this channel. But I will talk about this. The latest we played with the Preludes expansion. We played with everything, but for the first time we played with the Preludes expansion and the Colonies expansion. So I'm going to talk about those instead. Love Terraforming Mars, one of my favorite games, one of her favorite games. But let's talk about those 2 expansions because that's what we care about because those are the most recent things. Preludes. So what Preludes is, it lets you get a kind of a boost a starting boost. So basically, it gives you some starting stuff that you would normally have in the game. It kind of gives you a jump start on the game. It shortens the game, which is helpful, and it gives you kind of an more asymmetricalness. Is that a word? Asymmetricalness.
Sure.
Compared to basically if you use the corporations, different beyond the basic corporations, you have a little bit of that going on. This adds even more differentiation between the players at the start of the game. Love it. Preludes is
cool.
awesome. I will never play
Without it.
Without Preludes.
Yeah.
Colonies. Okay. So, let me say this about colonies. All the colonies seem to do for me, now I've heard good things about colonies, some people really love it. It seemed like it added time to the game. It's one more thing you have to think about and worry about, one more thing that you have to manipulate. It's just gloat. Is that the right word?
Bloat.
Bloat. That's the right word. Gloat.
Oh!
Bloat. That's why I have a linguist next to me.
No.
It's just they've reached the point. They've reached critical mass. Colonies was too much for me.
Yeah.
That one can just not be in the game.
Yeah. Bloat's a good word for it.
It's just reached that point where I'm worrying about too many things. There's just it comes to the point where I go, I am just going to. Did you even do anything with the colonies?
I pretty much avoided it.
Yeah, it's the point where you have to go.
I was like, nope.
What am I going to focus on? Okay, I'm not even going to pay attention to the colonies. But the problem is that some of those colonies are so powerful that you have to.
Cool.
They force you to do stuff with them because they're so powerful. Because one of the colonies gives you extra cards. And if you've ever played Terraforming Mars, you know free cards are just the bomb in the game. You want free cards as much as you can because you have to pay for them. There's one colony that gives you free cards, and it's just like everyone. I've read that a lot of people say they take that colony, and they just throw it away because it's too powerful. It just seems like it's too much, and we've reached that point. I'm almost at the point where now we're probably going to play without colonies, and I'm going to look hard before I buy any more expansions because it's just becoming too much.
Yeah, and although if they did have Terraforming Huddersfield, I would buy that. I would buy that in a heartbeat, yes. But, yeah, the other stuff, I don't know. I think we're going to research it before we buy any other expansions, and not just insta-buy.
Someone asked about Terraforming Mars or Great Western Trail, which is more gloated. Like that. Is that going to be a new word for the channel, gloated?
This is.
We haven't played with the... It's still on our shelf of shame.
Oh,
it is. Yeah, we haven't played this yet, so I can't tell you. But, colonies was too much. We'll find out soon. I mean, I can see where people would like it. I'm talking away from the microphone. Yeah. I can see where people would like it, but... It reached the point where she didn't even. I don't even think you interacted with the colonies at all.
I didn't. I was like,
and I just went there to get the free cards because I knew how powerful it was to get free cards. So
yes, bad expansion.
Man. I just think it's too much. I mean, I think some people enjoy it because people love the.
And if you
give me more choices, give me more things to do, and I love it. But it just reached the point where
if this is like your number one game and you wanted everything to do with it, then that would be a must buy. But
honestly, the Venus expansion is I enjoy it, but I could play without it.
I could see that. Unfortunately,
Preludes is amazing though. Get Preludes.
Preludes is great.
All right. Onward we go to number 7.
I'm assuming it's this beast right here.
I got so many. Yes. Number 7, one of our favorite Feld games.
Oh, this is so happy.
One of the less known, less liked Felds, but man, we love Amerigo. I love this game.
Oh,
give me a cube tower and I'm ready to play, man.
Yeah, the chaos that ensues from the cube tower, man. When you start to make those plans, you dump your cubes in, and you're like, yeah, I'm going to get a whole bunch of black cubes, and we're going to do a lot this turn. And then it's like, boop, no black cubes come out. And you're like, alrighty then. What do I do now? It's exciting. I love that. And I love the race, especially 2-player, man. We get so cutthroat about taking over islands and covering up all the spots and everything, which you'd think 2-player you could kind of... And we do sometimes start on opposite end of the board. This last time, man, you'd had one over there, and then the next one, you're like, blam, right in my zone. And I'm like, what? Oh, wait, we just had turf war the entire time. It was greatness.
I love this game. I love the way the action selection, like she says, you basically pick up a bunch of cubes, you drop them in the tower, whatever cubes come out, decide which actions you can take, and how powerful the actions are. It's got, you're moving little boats around the board. You're creating little colonies or trading posts. And then you build Tetris style. You fill in the islands with buildings and things. It's just a really fun. It's just a fun game. I can't explain it more than that. I just think it's super fun. We have not played Riverboats. That's been asked. So.
Oh yeah, I heard a lot of people talking about it though, off and on.
But yeah, I like Amerigo. Amerigo is like I said, one of the lesser known Felds. This is a Queen game, so you can probably get it for a song and a dance online.
Yeah, look for it because man, I love
Amerigo
this
may
game.
be out of print, but if it isn't, Queen games are super cheap. They're like 2 days after they release a game, it goes on sale for half price.
I don't know how they do that, but it's awesome. Go Queen.
Time. Someone asking the time on Amerigo. Amerigo is 90 minutes.
Oh yeah, and that's really accurate. I think. It probably goes less for us now because we fly through it, but I love it.
All right, onward. And Amerigo is a 9 as well. We're not to the 10s yet, but we're still doing another 9. It's time for Vital Lacerda. So this is the reprint of Kanban. Kanban was, I don't remember what the original was called.
Kanban.
Something edition. But this is the driver's edition. This is the new reprinting, Stronghold Games reprint of Kanban. I hear it made it more streamlined, easier to play, easier to teach. I really like this game.
Oh my goodness.
It's really
pretty good.
So far, Lacerda, every game I've played of his I've loved, and Kanban is no
exception.
I was going to say no exclusion. I don't know if that's the right word. Like this game. So what I love about Lacerda games, and this is hold true with all his games, is once you learn how to play it, it is so smooth to play. It is just like the actions flow quickly. The turns are super fast. All of your choices are great choices, and they're really kind of brain burnery. But once you make it through that teach, it just all kind of clicks into place, and it's so smooth. And this game, I hear the original Kanban was a little more complicated. This game, this reprinting, if you haven't got the original, this is the one to get. Is really, really cool.
Kanban is the Japanese word for billboard, and it's a term for the visual cues that might be used in a lean, efficient assembly line in order to expedite and smooth workflow. Believe it or not, that wasn't entirely random. Someone in the chat asked.
What does Kanban mean?
Yeah, and it's basically you're in the factory. So what you're doing is you're producing a smooth, streamlined car production line and selling smooth cars. So
yeah, if you don't like heavy games, this isn't the one.
this
for
is
you.
heavy.
This is a pretty heavy game.
Yeah, for those of you who may not recognize Lacerda by name, think of
Gallerus,
Vinhos,
Lisboa.
Yeah, Lisboa.
CO2.
This is the. There you go. So yeah, it's if you like those games, then you'd probably love this one. It's the same kind of weight.
It's great.
And it's amazing. This is like Automania on crack.
Yeah, well, it's a lot.
Automania is light and easy. This is melt your brain Automania. Yeah, but it's pretty awesome. So
compared to automobiles, we have not played automobiles.
I have not played automobiles, no.
No.
But 'tis good.
Great game.
Tis
Love
good.
It. It's probably my second favorite Lacerda game.
Wow.
Behind Venus.
Yeah.
I love Venus.
I would agree with that. I love
All
Venus.
right. Onward. We are down to number 5.
Ooh, this is another pretty one. We're going late tonight. Man, you guys are hanging with us like
So
champs.
many games, so little time.
We just started a whole new year, man.
Teotihuacan, City of Gods. This is all the hotness among the Eurogamers. The hype is real. This game is awesome. Yeah. Awesome. I love this game.
Yep.
So, I'm going to back of the box it for you.
Ooh.
So, the board itself, this giant board here, is a big giant rondelle. So, basically, you have dice that are basically your workers, and you're going to move those dice around the board and take actions in different spots. And the dice, they basically roll, they increase in value as you use them, and eventually they ascend. And you get a benefit for that. And they reset back to 1. So basically, as the numbers go up, they become more powerful. The more dice you have at different spots are more powerful. You can do prayer actions that lock the dice in. It's just a really cool... But the coolest thing, and there's a lot of cool things about it, is this building this pyramid. I don't know if you can see. It's all glary. There's a pyramid here on the side that's got these big clunky... what are those called? Those the things that stack on each other. That game.
What?
The game.
Mahjong tiles?
Yeah, Mahjong tiles. Basically, you're stacking those on top of each other, and you're basically building this pyramid. And as you build up the pyramid, you get victory points as you build up, and how you position the tiles are important and things like that. Just a really solid, great. I love Euro games that have dice, but you're not rolling these dice. But it's cool that you're manipulating those dice to make them more powerful.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I was pleasantly surprised because, as you know me and dice, I'm not necessarily going to be all excited about it, but
you don't roll them.
Really, huh?
You don't roll them.
Yeah, you really don't. And what you do with them is cool.
Yeah.
And I really liked moving them, and then when they ascend and the cool things you get to do because they turn up to a 6 is when they get to a level 6, they ascend and you get to do magical things with it. It's pretty amazing. I enjoyed it greatly. So, Zachy, he's saying PM. You're saying AM, you dirty cheater.
There you go. If you like Euro games, you owe yourself to play that game. All right, number 4. Man, there's a lot of games.
Oh, Rajas of the Ganges, yes, is a fantastic game. Yes.
Where's number 4? Number 4 is that Feld game I talked about earlier. Here it comes. This is a 9 bordering on a 10.
Woo woo.
Forum Tre Yanum. With a Y. Yanum. If you're in the know, it's Yanum.
Yanum. It's true.
This is the Feld game I talked about earlier that said that it has that tile drafting thing like Carpe Diem, but this one is on steroids. So you got a lot of cool things going on. But again, like all Feld games, it's got very simple mechanisms, but there's very difficult choices and a lot of different paths to victory, and the box is slowly opening. I don't know if you can tell, it may be glary, but basically you have a board here that you're basically drafting a couple tiles off of. You look at those tiles, you keep one and you pass one to your neighbor, and then then you decide among the tiles you get which one to play, and it gives you a special ability. Then you can take and go to the town area, whatever they call the forum area, and you can do all sorts of different actions to draft tiles and do different things.
Julio, shame him!
What?
You said, Borum, try another game of them.
Oh, no! So, if you like Feld games,
yeah,
this is an amazing Feld game. This one has potential to be one of my tippity top Feld games. This one's hype. This one, if you like Felds, this is the one to get. And you can't go wrong because Stronghold, right?
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're definitely one of his minions.
Where's my check?
He's not watching. Tag him in it, then he will.
Anyway, this game is awesome. It's for a Feld game. It's a fairly quick game. It plays about an hour, 2 players. It flies pretty quickly. Of course, it goes up. All Feld games increase in time the more players you have. Plays really great too. I'm sure it plays better with.
I think it would balance well, like all of his games seem to.
Awesome Feld game. If you like Feld, you have to play this game. Yeah. Period. End of story.
Whatever he...
Is it a Trajan killer?
No.
Maybe.
But a Trajan companion. Anything Feld does with the Trajan. Apparently he likes Emperor Trajan, and I'm cool with it because his games that he does with that are amazing. No, I am Spartacus.
We've arrived at the 10s. 3 games to go.
Wow, this is a 10 to you.
We're at the 10s.
I am impressed.
This is my top 10 all time.
That's true. With
Deception, Murder in Hong Kong. This game, it just always works. I'm yet to see this not work. It works with every time I played this. It has gone over like gangbusters. Every time I play, we end up playing it 4, 5, 6 times. Everyone wants to be the forensic scientist, the one that's giving the clues. Awesome. This is an awesome game. It's relatable. You can relate it to Clue. If someone's played Clue, you can relate it to this game. And they'll think, why did I play Clue when I could be playing this game? Deception is awesome, but I'm going to hand this over to Rebecca because she's played this game how many times?
Over 60. 60. I have played this game 60 times now because I play it with students. This is... you can ask any of my Latin kids, and if they are in one of the upper level, smaller classes, this is their go-to game. They're like, are we going to get to murder somebody after our finals? And I'm like, yes, you do. And everybody's happy. It is so much fun, because I can take kids that have never played any other board games in their life, and they love this game. It's just fun. It encourages really unique discussions, and hilarity ensues, of course, as the accusations fly and everybody's trying to guess what the forensic scientist means. And it's just I love it. It always inspires some great conversations. And I just the arguments, especially that the teenagers get into, are hilarious. Well, I don't know if that's do you die from suffocating from that, or is it poison? What is this? It's how it kills you. And oh man, everybody gets into these minute details and stuff. And you're like, what? Are you crazy? Yeah, and it's just, I don't know. And we played it with our game group, and Katie's old enough to play a lot of these social deduction games and catch on and everything now, and it's so much fun because she jumps in and now she's like, I want to play it too when you guys are playing it. So, oh, sorry, Zachy, I teach Latin. So when I say Latin kids, it's my Latin students. So, but yeah, it's, this is just, it's always a hit. And you've got cards in front of you that are your murder weapons and some items that are just randomly left at the scene of the crime. And whoever gets it's kind of like Werewolf, everyone's got a role or an identity. And there's the murderer, and there's an accomplice, and there's a witness. And if you get the expansion, there's other stuff too. And the murderer gets to pick some items in front of them and spend the rest of the game trying to figure it out. And the forensic scientist is giving people clues. They're silent. And it's just hysterical. I love watching just the way the game moves. I don't even have to play it anymore. I'll just host it and do the forensic scientist stuff for my newbies. And I don't know. It just, like you said, it always goes over well. And the cards are funny. If you get the expansion stuff, there's a laser shark. Death by a laser shark.
I murdered someone with a laser shark, and I got away with it.
You did. You did get away with it. Oh my gosh, some of the stuff. Oh, it's fantastic. So, yeah, it's a fun game. I really enjoy it.
Yep, I don't need to say any more than that. Awesome game. One of my favorites.
Yeah, I don't know how many games I could say I've, played that many times, but after that many plays, still like it and say it's a solid game and I want to keep playing it. And this is one of those very, very few games that I can say that about.
All right, here we go. The big two. Finally got to play Zaya again. Oh, I've been wanting to play Zaya for so long, and here it is. It's back. All right, we're not going to leave it face up. We're going to set it down slowly.
It's got the insert.
All right, so
Baby Shark. Stop it, James.
Zaya is a sandbox space-themed game where you're going out. You could be a good guy. You can go and deliver goods and do all kinds of good guy missions. You could be a bad guy. You can go out and kill people and rob them.
Or fly into the sun and change your mind.
Do all sorts of stuff.
Change your heart and turn it into a good guy.
Zaya is awesome. It is a bear to teach.
Yeah.
It is a longer game. You can decide how long you want by increasing and decreasing the number of victory points you're trying to get, fame points. But if you play a normal length game, you're talking 3 hours plus an extra hour for every player over 3, probably.
Yeah, this time on this is a lie. It says 1 to 3 hours.
No,
that is a
3 hours is a normal 2 or 3 player game. You get up to 5 players. We played to 5 players. We played between a short and a medium game, and it took 4 hours. And we weren't even and we were rushing to finish at the end. Everybody was just trying to scramble. I was like flying my ship apart trying to get victory points to end the game. At the end of the game I had a damaged ship, and all it had in it was an engine. It had no shields, no weapons, no nothing. It was just an engine and a beat up ship, and I'm like, I gotta go fly and win the game, and I won the game.
That's pretty good.
But I was like, I flew my ship apart, basically.
Yeah.
Fly a ship apart.
Yeah, no, I was thinking that. Fly her apart then. Go, Sulu, go.
All right, so
yes.
Zaya.
Oh, yay, Julio.
This is an awesome sandbox space game. You have to fighting each other. You have to be okay with your ship exploding randomly.
But it doesn't end you. It doesn't end you.
If my ship blew up, and I still won the game.
Yeah, and because you basically, it's almost like video game style. You're like, bloop, next turn. You start with fresh ship, a fresh life, new beginning, and everything. It's pretty amazing. And Yeah, it's the open sandbox. Someone talked about heavier Western legends, and I think that's a really.
Well, I mean,
good
the three
analogy,
games: Zaya, Merchants and Marauders, and Western Legends are your three main.
All three are fantastic.
Sandbox games with different themes. So basically,
Yeah.
pick your theme. Do you want cowboys? Do you want pirates? Or do you want space? And those are the three games.
And this one's probably the hardest to teach. And what's funny about that is that once you learn all the little minutia, though, it all makes sense. It's all logical. So once you learn all that, it's really easy to remember. Okay, this is what we do to do the game. It's really weird. It's not like you had to repeat rules during the game very much because the rules made sense, but there's so much you have to go through. How do you do this and that? And yes, we do have the expansion.
And it does improve the game.
It does improve the game. It's one of the few that I'd say, please go buy that because it makes this game so much better. Oh, it's not so easy to find? That's too bad.
I think you have to buy it from Far Off Games. I think you have to go to the Far Off Games website to buy it, I think. I could be wrong on that.
Totally
could be wrong on that. But
totally worth it.
And here we go. The game of the retreat. The game of the year.
What?
Probably, spoiler, maybe a top 5 game. And that is Rising Sun. Rising
Falling,
Sun.
setting sun.
Exit. Rising Sun. The hype is real. We finally got to play it. Oh my goodness, this game. Oh, I just want to cuddle it. It's just, this game is so good. It's like this game was written for me. It's like someone kind of looked at my biography and games I like and said, okay, let's design a game for Hunter. We got combat. We got area control. We got action selection. We got bidding. We got hidden bidding. We have
asymmetrical powers.
That we have many different paths to victory, many different ways to win the game. It has big clunky miniatures. Oh, this game is so good, so good.
Yes, we did play with all the extra goodies, didn't we? Or
we played with everything but the where the gods move around on the board.
Yeah,
that's the only thing we didn't play with.
Yeah. Oh man.
We played with everything but the gods moving around. That's the only thing we didn't do.
Yeah, I want to play it again too, but oh man. You liked it more than me, I think, but I am like this trying to decide just with one play if I like it better than Blood Rage. And I don't usually like
this better than Blood
games.
Rage. Better than Blood Rage.
Don't
listen to her. Better than Blood Rage.
I could see it best at 3. No, Hunter doesn't hug a lot of games, Dean.
I'll hug this
I would
game.
think it'd be best at 3 also. Because we played it with what? Did we play it with the 5?
Played it with 5.
Yeah, we played it with the
5 was long. It took us about...
It was a little long.
Took about 4 hours, I want to say.
But that was with a teach and new, and it was new. We had new players, people that don't play.
Yeah,
board
but
games
this
as much
doesn't
on
replace Blood Rage. This is a different game than Blood Rage. It's not the same game.
Yeah, I'm just saying of his games, like which I would like better, and I don't know.
But the hype is real. This game is good.
Yeah, it's pretty solid game.
The only issue with it is it doesn't play 2-player, so I don't know how often I'll get to play it. But it's awesome.
Oh, that's cool, Tommy. Good to know. Zaya apparently is out of print on the website, but there's a reprint on the way.
Yeah, they're gonna. I think they may be doing a Kickstarter thing for another expansion.
I don't know how
we have an expansion coming eventually.
Oh, really?
With more missions and stuff.
Ooh.
I just want to show off the big clunky miniatures.
Oh my gosh, they're ridiculous. I don't know how you fit everything into 2 boxes, quite frankly.
Took some strange physics to make it happen. Oh, they're all gonna fall. Oh, they're all dying. Ah! All right. So let's see.
That's probably
big
my
dragon
favorite.
guy.
This guy's pretty cool too.
Some big dude with a spear. He's like, and then
how'd that go?
Got one of those little lion guys you see outside of temples and stuff.
Yeah, that's the one I was showing off.
Yeah. You got this guy with a big mace-looking things. He's gonna go and beat someone up.
He was cranky pants.
Anyway, this game is so good. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it.
Ridiculous.
Again, I am so appreciative to the person that donated this to the Dice Tower Retreat.
Oh my gosh.
And I was so appreciative that all the people in front of me that got picked didn't pick it before me.
Yeah, well, a lot of them said they already had the game, and I was like, sweet. I was stunned. I really was.
I was shocked it made it to us.
This has been the coolest, gift thing, trade,
awesome.
Whatever you want to call it.
Great game. Love it, love it, love it. My favorite game of all the games we played. My favorite game of 2018.
I don't even know how these fit.
I would revise my list, but we'll do a new list in June, July of 2018 games.
Yeah.
So that was the longest update in the history of updates, but we did play a ton of games. So, we already mentioned the Dice Tower Cruise, so we're leaving on for the cruise next Friday. Not this coming Friday, Friday after.
Oh, wow.
We're going to be on the cruise. If you were at the cruise, I don't know if you guys are cruising. Anyone that sees this, come by and say hi.
Oh, yes, please.
Please come by and say hi to us if you're going on the cruise. We'd love to chat with you and play games and all that sort of stuff.
Maybe you'll be on the excursions, too.
Look
That'd be
for
cool.
Rebecca's Top 100. We hope. Man, we ran so late. We hope it'll come tomorrow. If it isn't tomorrow,
It'll be
Thursday for sure.
Yeah.
This week we're probably going to knock out 2, and then we're going to hopefully be back on schedule with 2 every week. So, and we're going to get her done. Hopefully, when we come back from the cruise, we'll do a recap of the cruise, and then the one after that will probably be Rebecca's
after
party. All right. Next, what we're doing next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, look for. I know it's a little late because the year already ended, but we're going to do our top 10 game experiences of 2018.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be so hard.
That's why it's fun.
I know.
Next Tuesday will be our top 10 gaming experiences of 2018.
Wow.
That's
going to be tough.
So there you go. Get me out of
here. We'll do what we can, Julio. Back to work tomorrow. Yeah,
a lot of people see you on the cruise. David, please come and say hi to us.
Yeah, it'd be good to see you again,
David. Hey, I'm David in your chat. And I'll say, hi, David from chat.
I've met David. He was at Dice Tower Con.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
I was not at Dice Tower Con, so I have not met David.
Is your family coming with you, David? It'd be funny if he's not. I was gonna say your wife would probably kill you if you went without her.
All right, we're gonna get out of here because we've been going for an hour and a half.
I know what's going
insane.
on. You guys are crazy sticking around with us. No, it was wonderful catching up with you. Happy New Year to all of you, and we will see you very, very soon again. Hopefully tomorrow. Bye.
Oh, I'm supposed to stop.
Psych.
Bye, guys. See you soon.